Carpenter and Dave Duncan. He drives it to center field. A long run for Chris Burke. Twisting, the wind takes it deeper, and it bounces high and stays in play. So Taguchi around third, and he will score to make it 1-0 on a long run-producing double by Wainwright. That was a bolt. Dave Duncan, his father, one of the very best at what he does. High drive to right center field. Fans beyond the bullpen get a souvenir on a 2-run homer by Duncan, and the Cardinals lead grows to 3-0. Duncan hit it about 5 rows beyond the bullpen of the Astros. Fans throw it back onto the field, but the Redbirds lead by 3 now. Duncan's first of the season.
Lonnie's done a very nice job so
in the fourth. To Pujols. Pujols high to Eckstein, out there, and a double play. With a pitcher taking the throw, it goes 3-6-1. Runner coming on a squeeze. Wainwright throws home, and he's out toward the first, and it's a double play.
Wow, that is disastrous. You almost never see a squeeze with nobody out.
Snatted down the Pirates 6-1. Lined up the right field line. That's a fair ball, and it kicks up and into the seats. And that's an RBI double for Duncan. 4-1 Cardinals. The ball might have drawn some chalk very close to that right field line, and Duncan gets his 3rd extra base hit. Cardinals lead by 3. Ensberg on deck. Into right field. Wilson back. And the Cardinals win it. They are 1-3. The Astros slipping to 0-4 as the Cardinals take this one 4-2. Stay right here. The Astros live postgame show is just ahead with interviews and highlights. Greg Lucas will be with Jimmy Wynn out of the Landry's Crawford boxes for analysis. It's all up next here on FSN Houston. Drives that one a long way to left center field. Chris Burke way back, and Albert Pujols has just snapped out of it with a monstrous 2-run homer. He drives in his first runs of the year, snapping at 0 for 15.
Like I said, I hope he waits till he leaves town before he breaks out, but that was a mistake.
Cardinals with Eckstein, Taguchi, and Pujols. Out to left center field. That's Gapper. And all 3 runners will score. A 3-run double for Rowland. 8-0 Cardinals. The 8th Cardinal to bat. He smacks one deep to left center field. Burke takes it on a hop. 1-run home. Here comes Spezio to the plate, and the throw not in time. And it's a 2-run double for Molina, and a 10-0 Cardinal lead. Molina has driven in 3 today. That's his first double of the year, and a 3-hit game for Molina.
Tacklers. He's inventing a new sport.
Yeah, that was his idea. Shot on 1 hop, really by Eckstein, and the Cardinals take 2 of 3 in Houston. The Astros open the season 1-5. Final score: Cardinals 10, Astros 1. Stay right here. The Astros live postgame show is just ahead with interviews and highlights. Kevin Eschenfelder will be with Bobby Tolan out in the Landry's Crawford boxes for analysis. It's all up next here on FSN Houston.
And he will. A base hit to center, and Pujols will score. It is 1-0. Rowland drives in his 6th run of the season. As Pujols scores from second base. Bounce towards short, could be 2, 6, 4, and it is a double play. That retires the side and completes the bottom of the 4th inning at PNC Park. Could be 2.
Yeah, it will be.
Double play. What a job by Braden Looper this afternoon. Fly ball to center. Duffy back. It's well hit toward the warning track and over his head. This will score 2. Preston Wilson with a pinch hit 2-run double to give the Cardinals a 3-0 lead.
High off the wall, almost getting out of here for a pinch hit home run. Ball hitting well above the 399 sign, straight away center field.
We saw Tom Gorzolani. He'll go tomorrow night. And that does it. Isringhausen picks up the save. A quiet 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th. And the defending world champion Cardinals do indeed spoil the Pirates home opener. 3-0 the final. We'll be right back to wrap it up. Cardinals win game 1 of this 3-game series, 3-0.
The Angels. And he hits this one fair, and this should tie it up. Miles will be waved in. And David Eckstein picks up his 2nd RBI of the season, and it's a 1-1 game.
I mean, it's how do you defense him? You may not play real late, but with him.
0-2 pitch to Preston Wilson. He chops it left side. This could be trouble. Barehanded play to throw to first. Not in time. An RBI hit for Wilson. And the Cardinals lead it 2-1. Great effort there by Bautista to make it close, but Wilson has pretty good speed. He beat it out, and it's 2-1.
As a pitcher.
And Duncan hits it out to deep right center field. Duffy is back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone! Home run for Duncan here in the 9th. And the Cardinals lead it 3-2. Chris Duncan off the bench, and he delivers.
Got that great power. He hit 22 home runs last year and really basically half a season.
And a ground ball hit to Spezio. Across the diamond, Cardinals have a sweep. They win this one 3-2. Chris Duncan off the bench delivers with a pinch hit home run off of Solomon Torres. And the Cardinals win it 3-2. Good work by Franklin out of the bullpen. More coming up in Pittsburgh in a moment.
And Pujols drives one into left field, and the Cardinals are going to take the lead. 3-run home run for Albert Pujols, and just like that, the Cardinals are on top. Graffinino has his average over 300. And he hits one to right. That one's well hit. Wilson going back, and he makes a nice play in right field. That ball had a little more carry than he thought, and at the last moment he first and Prince. Brewers have been out hit 6-5, and the one error committed by the Brewers led to a run. There's a snap throw to first. They got him. Molina has a cannon, and you can't afford to get too far off the bag, and fielder is gunned down by the talented Cardinal catcher.
Number makes some nice catches by their outfield.
You got to be happy with the way the pitching and the defense has been so far, particularly Ricky Weeks. He looks good out there.
Yeah, he looks very good. You got to hand it to the Cardinals. They took advantage of a couple miscues and took advantage of that.
First base coach, thanks a lot. First base coach Ed Cedar, and Chris Duncan just makes it a 5-2 ball game with a home run to deep right center. Duncan is on fire right now. His third home run and his third hit of the game.
And playing very good defensively and playing an impact in this ball game.
So precautionary measures. Hall is out for the game. And Albert Pujols has just hit his second home run of the game. He is having some kind of day today, folks. 2 home runs and now 5 runs batted in. Makes it a 10-2 ball game.
Exactly what we're talking about, not giving away at bats. 9-2 game.
Gabe Gross, right side. Well hit, but right at Kennedy, who throws him out, and that'll do it. So the St. Louis Cardinals split the series with the Brewers. Albert Pujols, a big afternoon. 2 home runs. He drives in 5 runs, and he is our Dodge player of the game. Final score, St. Louis 10, Milwaukee 2. They split the series, and now the Brewers get ready for the Cincinnati Reds. That's the play-by-play story. Time now to check in with our FSN Wisconsin studios and Ann Carroll for Brewers Live. Take it away, Ann.
That necessitated surgery.
0-2 hit up the middle. That's a base hit. Roland being waved in. And Jim Edmonds delivers on an 0-2 pitch, and it's 1-0 St. Louis.
Make contact, good things can happen, but when you've had
with Tampa Bay. 1-2 is hit out to right center. Edmonds coming on. Jimmy dives. Yes, sir. Edmonds with a catch.
Saw Hamilton make one straight in, but that ball off to the side out there in right center. That
don't blame him. 2-2 pitch. Albert hits it out to right center. That ball gets down. 1 run is going to score. Here comes Eckstein. That ball goes all the way to the wall. Duncan being waved in. Pujols delivers. 3-1 St. Louis.
That's the Albert Pujols we're accustomed to seeing. 2 RB.
1-1 pitch. A broken bat. Backhanded by Albert. Force play at second, and the Cardinals win it. Heads up play by Albert Pujols to end this game, and the Cardinals win it with a final of 5-2. Lots of post-game coverage coming up. Pujols. The force play at second, and a 5-2 Cardinal win. 0-2 pitch. Up the middle, base hit. Here comes Eckstein. They'll wave him in, and the Cardinals get on the board. Duncan delivers, and it's 2-1. Second hit on the night for Chris Duncan.
11th RBI of the season. Woody has carried.
This crowd comes alive. Another 3-2 pitch. Pujols rips it again. This one is fair. Down into the corner. Wilson will score. Duncan being waved in. And Albert Pujols with an RBI double has given the Cardinals a 3-2 lead.
And a mistake pitch by Woody Williams, a hanging breaking ball that Albert could do something with it. Maybe that's what the Cardinals need. It sure is what the fans needed as they
on the night. He's off to third. Goodbye. Goodbye. He got him. You don't see that very often where somebody's trying to steal against Molina. Shortstop of the Rockies. Got him. Good pitch. A 2-on.
Red Boots.
A 2-2 pitch. Got him on the outside corner, called third strike. Great job by Isringhausen. Picks up the save. Losing streak is over, and the Cardinals win it 3-2.
And Dan, you know, his inning in 2/3, only 21 pitches, so he could come back tomorrow if need be.
Budweiser player of the game is coming up. That might be a 1 ball and 2 strikes. A liner into left field. Pop is going to be waved in. Throw into left is in time. Goodbye. He got him. Held on to by Molina. Chris Duncan gets Hop trying to score after the single.
Chris Duncan doesn't have the strong where they've scored less than 4 runs. A 3-2 victory.
2-0 is lifted down the left field line. Duncan coming on. Yes, sir. What a catch.
How about that? Gets a jump, and you know he's not afraid to sacrifice that big body at all. You know he's trying to cheer for something.
Jump to Spezio here. Spezio rips it fair. He delivers. 1 run in. They're going to wave in another. Eckstein is digging to third. He's going to be held up there, and Spezio delivers off the bench. Thank you. It's 2-1.
I was very curious. The switch hitter Spezio that the Rock.
Ground ball, base hit. Eckstein will score. Spezio being waved in. Kennedy delivers, and it's 4-1 St. Louis. Adam Kennedy with 2 RBIs.
Been swinging the bat better since mid-April. 2 RBIs.
The 3-1 pitch. Liner, and it's caught by Rolen, and the Cardinals win it. 4-1 our final tonight. Jim Edmonds with 3 hits. Spezio off the bench. His RBI to play 2. Kennedy a big RBI base hit to play 2. And Jimenez picks up his first win. St. Louis 4, Colorado 1. Budweiser player of the game is coming up next. Drops it into right center field. Finley coming on. Will get it. Cardinals lead it 1-0 on a 2-out RBI by Adam Kennedy. 3 consecutive hits in the inning.
6'8". It should. And Cardinal catchers are noted as some of the best blocking balls in the dirt.
1-2 is pulled to Albert Pujols. He fires home. Got him. Bennett blocked the plate.
How about the courage?
He was part of the Darryl Kyle deal. Out to left center field. This is well hit. Ludwig, has he gone deep? It's off the wall. They're going to wave in the runner home. Ryan Ludwig delivers for the Cardinals. It's 3-2.
I saw Bruce Mano in the hallway, and I talked to him about Ludwig. I said, you know, how you squeeze with the left-hand batters, you pitch out. The only thing you can do is throw a bat. I'd rather
Base hit
have him
into
do
right.
that.
And Miles delivers with an RBI. So a walk, a double, a sacrifice, and now an RBI base hit for Aaron Miles, his 2nd hit of the day. Base hit to right. Gonna wave in Duncan. Pop's throw is cut off. Edmonds delivers with an RBI base hit. 5-2.
Said that the Cardinals would score in 4 innings today. They've scored now in 3.
Spezio base hit into right. Edmonds on his way to third. Pujols can just walk on home. And Spezio is in with a double. 6-2.
Boy, Spezio gets a double, but a nice slide to block that ball from getting down into the right field corner by the right fielder Hop, and made a strong throw and a close play at second base.
Ground ball hit to second. Get the lead man there. That's 1 on to first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play to end the game, and the Cardinals win it 9-2, and they win 4 of 6 on the homestand.
Brings a little more life to this team.
Our Budweiser player of the game is coming up next. And Taguchi rips it out to left. Sledge on the move. Dives off his glove. 1 run in. That's Duncan. Here comes Pujols. They're going to wave in Scott Rolen. And so Taguchi delivers with 2 outs and the bases loaded. He clears them. And it's 5-0 Cardinals.
Well, that's that extra base that got to the wall. Now Sludge and another on the Cardinals team.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit to short. Force play at second, and this game is over. Nice play by David Eckstein to end it. And the Cardinals win it by the score of 5-0.
If you don't run on that ball, maybe they don't get the force out at second. Or
right.
If you run and get, when they're not holding you on.
A Budweiser play of the game is coming up next. The Cardinals win it by the score 28. Edmonds a check swing, and this is going to be a base hit. How about that? A run will score. It's 1-0 on his way to third. It's Duncan, a check swing, RBI double for Jim Edmonds. Excuse me, well, he'll take it.
And sometimes that breaks you out of a slump more than anything. So far, a good start.
The 3-1 pitch. Encarnacion lines it up the middle. That's a base hit. 3-0 St. Louis here in the first. As Juan gets his first base hit, his first RBI.
These Dodger coaches who I talked to and told them how much the Cardinals were struggling. They think I'm a big
ball history, Al. So no, I'm not surprised one bit.
You should be then.
Out to right. Is it going to drop? It does. A run will score. Kennedy on his way to second. Eckstein will score. And it's 4-0 St. Louis. A double for Adam. Struggling with the baseball used in the major leagues as Duncan hits this one a ton out to right field. Ethier back. He'll look up. That baby is way out of here. Goodness gracious. 6-0 St. Louis. Duncan is 2 for 2, and the bats have come alive here in LA.
Chris is 6.
I'm up 6-0 Cardinals.
The Cardinals already have 4 doubles.
That's a base hit to the right side. They'll wave in rolling. Throw from Ethier is not in time. And Yadier is back to the bag with an RBI base hit. It's 7-0.
So we talk about, Encarnacion didn't get the job done, but then Molina does. And Molina.
One more out to get the win. 8-4 here in the ninth. Ground ball. Eckstein there. Force play at second. Cardinals win it. And Thompson gets the win. 8-4 our final tonight. So the Dodgers
have themselves out and win some ball games.
And this one is drilled out to deep center field. Nady is back. It's off the wall. Molina will score. They're going to wave in Miles. Relay to the plate. Cut off, and Wainwright delivers. A double. That scores 2, and it's 2-1 Cardinals.
Don't ever take a Cardinal pitcher, especially Adam Wainwright.
Paulino at the plate. He dropped the ball. Out to shallow center. 2-out base hit for Encarnacion. He picks up his teammates. It's 4-2.
Only his second RBI of the season. But as you said, a 2-out base hit, a pick-me-up for the Cardinals. And they.
Now it's Duncan. First and third, nobody out. Duncan unloads out to deep right field. Get going. Goodbye. Home run for Duncan on the first pitch. A 3-run shot. His 8th on the year. 9-2 Cardinals.
Dan, this is the kind of game the Cardinals needed. Not only for themselves, but for their fans.
Here's another 0-2. Got him. Called third strike, and the Cardinals win it 9-4. Win number 17 on the year. The Cardinals are 17-25. The Pirates drop to 19-25. 9-15-1 for St. Louis. 4-12-2 for Pittsburgh. Wainwright picks up the win.
Let's see if that's what we do. That's a fastball. Base hit. 2 runs will score. And the St. Louis Cardinals have a lead for the first time in this series.
Well, Bobby, we're going to look at this.
2-2 to Edmonds now. Slider, and it eats up Zimmerman. Brian Schneider wanted that ball, I believe, in the dirt, and Spigner left it up, and Jim Edmonds has 3 RBIs tonight. Zimmerman can't get it, and that'll score a run. The St. Louis Cardinals are singling the Nationals to death tonight. 8 hits, every one of them one base. Hard hit. That's a ground ball. That's
home.
Dimitri's got to come home. He comes home late. Everybody is safe. He's got to throw the ball or go to the bag and get an out. He claims he caught it, and everybody froze.
Different feel, and you just know when it hits the ground.
Roland drives it to right field. That might clear the bases. Duncan is home. Pujols is home. Spezio coming around. Jose Oquendo will hold him. And the St. Louis Cardinals are on the verge of making this a rout. Robert Fick, big lead, off and running. And Flores will pop it up to the right side. Over there is Kennedy with Pujols. Foul ball. Kennedy calls it. St. Louis wins it. At 10:56 local time. So it takes 4 hours and 41 minutes to play it, making it exactly a 3-hour game in terms of.
It's more like a slider grip as a look inside, fastball in. And it's pulled, and it's going to run all the way to the wall. Pujols just now getting to third. He'll have to stop there. Double for Roland. And the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. And sometimes you tip your hat to a guy that's had a great career, Scott Rolen, with a very good at-bat.
A very good at-bat, and coming into that at-bat had the 3rd worst average with 2.
After about a 10-pitch at-bat. And this ball's hit well left center field. Extra bases now for Roland. Edmonds walks home. A double by Roland. And it is 3-2 St. Louis. Well, those two guys had very poor Aprils. And really the first couple of weeks of May wasn't much better, but the last week or so they've shown some. 6 hits for the Cardinals now, and you have Pujols at the plate with nobody out, and Pujols hits this a ton. And now you have a big deficit. 6-2 St. Louis for Albert Pujols, his 9th home run of the year. The last guy you wanted to see up with traffic.
Well, that's the one guy you want to avoid in their lineup right now. Although, I mean, tonight rolling with a couple of RBIs, but Pujols has been the guy, and he's been at so many different times. 28 RBIs on the season for him to go along with those 9 home runs. That's the one guy very quickly, 6-2 ball game.
And now Edmonds lays into one to deep right field, and this is going to leave the ballpark. Jim Edmonds, 5th home run of the year. His 4th in his last 5 ball games. He hit one last night. And now it's 7-2. This is the worst outing of the year for Jason Hirsch. He's always been able to, he's had an inning or two where he's had problems, but he's never given up this many.
17, an average 412.
And this toward the gap in left center if it gets down, and the sliding catch by Taguchi. And now hustling back is Baker, and he's doubled up.
Can't happen. That cannot happen.
That ball just floated in the air, and Taguchi was able to make the sliding catch. That's why Tony La Russa didn't work out that way. 1-2, swung on and missed, and the streak is over. The Rockies fall to the Cardinals tonight 8-4. So the streak is stopped at 7 straight. And the Rockies will just gather up and try to start a new one tomorrow night.
That's all you can do.
House.
Yeah.
It was more famous for throwing a baseball from right field, shattering a window in a visiting ballpark. Tough chance for Tulowitzki. That slowed it down. It's going to allow the run to score. I'll tell you what, if the ball goes through to Matt Holliday, they'll probably have to hold Encarnacion. But because he smothered it and then it trickled out into left field. Sands Brian Gorman all night. Let me correct it. It's Gary Darling. They had a crew switch.
They did?
This ball lined to the gap in right center field.
This is going to give St. Louis the lead. The trail runner's rolling. He gets a green light. And he's going to score a bases-loaded double from Juan Encarnacion. And it's 4-2 St. Louis. Line drive, base hit, and Encarnacion's going to score. 5-2 St. Louis. 4 runs here, all with 2 outs.
Man, Apodaca is going to pop out of the dugout, head out.
1-1. This will get the run home and then some. A double for Scott Rowland, and it's 6-2 St. Louis.
Well, Cardinal fans, you ought to get excited. He's starting to heat up right along with Jim Edmonds. I mean, this.
And Bennett rips it down the left field line. Rowland walks home. Gary Bennett, a 3-hit night. 2 singles and a double.
Yeah, I got to believe he hadn't had many 3-hit nights in his career, only because he didn't get to play that much. Nice job by Gary Bennett, the former Rocky. Take a pitch, drive it down the left field line, picks up another RBI, has 4 on the year now.
1-2, swung on and missed. That's the ball game. Now the Rockies, after winning 7 in a row, have lost 2 straight. St. Louis ends up splitting the series at 2 apiece. Brad Thompson gets the win. He's 4-1. Aaron Cook has his 4-game winning streak.
2-2. Got him. Struck him out. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. They are not going, and the pitch is grounded to the shortstop. That's Miles.
Should have been.
Double play. They don't start the runners, and it's a double play. 6-4-3 on the double play. The 3-2. Encarnacion out to left center field. It's well hit, and this ball is gone. Home run for Juan Encarnacion. His first of the season comes in the top of the 9th of a 1-1 game, and the Cardinals lead it 2-1.
How about that? It's been a few times, Dan. I know you said, boy, wouldn't this be a great time to get Juan's first home run? We didn't think about it here, but we can't think of a better thing to do right now, and that's a happen.
And that'll get Izzy going now, and Bennett hits it down the left field line, and this one is fair. It's a home run. Gary Bennett and the Cardinals go back-to-back.
Second time this year, the second time this road trip. And how about Gary Bennett? 3 hits last night, a pair of RBIs. Now he gets his first home run, doing a great job handling the pitching staff in the absence of Molina. And you couldn't be happier for Gary Bennett. And these, look at these.
Lewis. Pujols on deck. And Spezio rips it down the right field line. That's a fair ball. 1 hop off the wall. 2 runs will score, and the Cardinals add to their lead. Scott Spezio, an RBI double to play 2, and it's 5-1. 4 runs by the Cardinals scored here in the 9th.
What a difference it makes. I mean, Cardinals.
For Gary Bennett. 2 outs and a 1-2 pitch. Bennett rips it down the left field line. That's a fair ball. 2 runners at least are going to score. They're going to hold up Encarnacion, and Bennett drives in 3 now in the inning. A bases loaded double and a solo home run, and the Cardinals have busted this wide open. 10 hits on the night, and it's now 8-1, and more fans start to head for the exits. Fly ball out to right. This should do it. Encarnacion makes the catch, and the Cardinals win it. A final of 8-1. It was a 1-1 game heading into the 9th. Encarnacion and Bennett back-to-back solo home runs, and the Cardinals picked up 7 in the inning. And our final 8-10-0 for the Cardinals, 1-5-1 for Houston. Budweiser Player of the Game is coming up next.
8 rookies to make his major league debut in 2002 with his team. And the Of course, they won a World Series that year. On the run out there is Taguchi, and he makes the play. Just in foul territory, a sliding catch by So. And into right, 1-0 St. Louis. RBI number 10 for Miles.
Any place, hit one just off there. Here's a home
Here's
run.
a long one, and it is gone. Whoa! Line drive home run ties the game. Number 14 on the year, RBIs number 36 and 37.
Albert's come a long way in the last couple of weeks as far as the
Out into left, and gone! Home runs, 5 RBI.
There he goes.
A long one to right. Way back. Gone. The second 3-run homer of the afternoon. Spezio's second of the season. RBIs number 18, 19, and 20. Birds lead 9. Return to form. Well, let's see if he can get it. Yes, Miles does get it, throws him out, and the Cardinals have the victory. The Cardinals, after losing the first 2 on Friday and Saturday night and getting really bad.
Strike one to Albert. Yep, he delivers. 1 run is in. Here comes the other man, Eckstein. He'll score. And now Pujols goes to second. Pujols has driven in 3, and you just absolutely cannot set up that situation. The 9th. Royals won 8-1. That's a little flare. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Pujols. He will score. How big was the throwing error? And Pujols to second. It is 6-0. And Dallas Perez really struggling here in the second inning. The walk to Taguchi. Then he gets ahead in the count. But these batters, as you said,
a hard time getting the last 2 hitters to chase to make outs. There you go.
And the ball game is over. And the Cardinals even the series at 1 game apiece, beating the Royals here tonight 7-3. Alex Gordon prevented the shutout with a 3-run 9th inning homer. But the Royals and Cardinals will battle again tomorrow night to see who wins this first series between the 2 I-70 rivals. We'll be
2-2 is hit to Pujols. He'll come home, and the tag is there. They got him. So 2 fine defensive plays by Pujols here in the first.
It's one of the things is the Cardinals, as their pitching has hit a snag defensively. They first.
Reaches for it down the right field line, fair ball. Ryan will score. Taguchi on his way to third. He's held up there. It's an RBI double for Scott Spezio, and it's 2-1 Cardinals.
Wasn't pretty, but 21st.
That's a base hit out to left. Miles will score. Taguchi picks up the RBI, his second hit on the night. And the Cardinals extend their lead to 5-3.
So gets to double figures with RBIs. Activity.
And Miles drills it into right field. That's a base hit. Run will score. Rolling on his way to third base. That throw is not in time. Aaron Miles delivers with his 13th RBI to make it 6-3. Different story here in this inning. The 2-2 is hit down the right field line and a fair ball. A 2-hit night for Stinnett. Rolling will score. Miles on his way to third base. RBI double for Kelly Stinnett. 7-3.
Feeling the pain.
Base hit. Yes, inside the line. 1 run in. Ryan being waved all the way in from first base, and he will score. Sho Taguchi with 3 RBIs on the night, and the Cardinals lead it 10-3. Bases loaded, 1-0 pitch. And Duncan unloads out to deep right field, and this one is out of here. A grand slam for Duncan. And an exclamation point in a huge 5th inning for the Cardinals. An .071 hitter with the bases loaded in his career, and that changes with 1 swing. What a moment for both dad and son. High fly ball. It'll stay in the ballpark, and this will do it. Duncan there, and the Cardinals take game number 2. Good win for the Redbirds. (15-6) the final.
Dinner run. A lot of big nights offensively last night for the Cardinals. That one's hit well to left field. Shannon Stewart going back at the wall, and it is gone. Home run, Scott Spezio, his 3rd of the year, and the Cardinals, for the 3rd game in a row, take an early lead.
Well, as we were saying, are open. It is daytime. It is a beautiful day at the Coliseum, and that means you get the ball airborne. It's got a chance to go.
Maybe you may not always catch it, but just the fact that, and that's going to be a base hit, a 2-out hit for Brendan Ryan, and Ludwig scores. So it's a 5-3 game. But I think you can be afternoon by the Athletics. Little flare, center field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. So the air costs Kennedy. Taguchi bloops one into center field, and it is now a 5-4 game. So Taguchi gets his 13th RBI of the year. Slice to right. That's going to get down for a hit. They're going to hold Albert Pujols, and he runs right through the stop sign as he checked on Travis Buck. He realized Buck had dropped the ball, and he just kept running. So Scott Rowland with a base hit. So this game is tied at 5. Takes his lead. He's got a pretty good lead at first. And the pitch is hit high to left center field. Both the center fielder and the left fielder just stare and watch it go. Swisher and Stewart, they knew it right off the bat. A 3-run homer by Ryan Ludwig, and the Cardinals now take an 8-5 lead. That was a long one by Ludwig, and with that home run, another $20,000 has been raised to support prostate cancer research. To make a donation, call 1-800-798-CURE or visit prostate. And that's the 3rd error of the afternoon by the Athletics, and the 5th error in the series. Ludwig again, and Ludwig a single to left field. 1-run scores. Encarnacion is waved home. He scores. That's a 2-run single for Ryan Ludwig, and the Cardinals lead is now 10-6. 5 RBIs for Ludwig. Hit hard, rolling on the dive from his knees, and that's how the ball game ends. A terrific play by Scott Rowland. Multiple Gold Gloves. He shows why. And the St. Louis Cardinals, a struggling offensive team, come in and they swing the big bats in this series. as they win it today by a final score of.
By the way, Scott Rowland is now 4 for 4.
Out to deep center field. De Jesus is back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Number 13 for Duncan, and it's 2-0 St. Louis. And that is his third home run off of Scott Ellerton. Two pitch. Spezio into right and a base hit to make it 4-0. A 2-out RBI base hit and RBI number 24 for Scott Spezio. Duncan delivers with a shot into center field. Spezio will score easily, and it's 5-0. Another 2-out RBI base hit. Good to see Duncan out do that against a left-handed pitcher too.
Well, you know, just the more you see of the lefties, the.
And Franklin here in the ninth. Broken bat hit to Scott Rowland. Little tricky hop, and the Cardinals win it. 5-1 the final tonight. 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Chris Duncan. And the pitching outstanding for the Cardinals this evening. Coming up, it's our Budweiser Player of the Game and the post-game show. Cardinals take game 2 by the final of 5-1. There they go, the 3-2 hit up the middle, base hit. 1 run in. Here comes another. And Rowland delivers with 2 outs and cuts the lead to 4-3.
It's a little ground ball that snuck through the infield. Once it got by Gil Mesh in
the 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Base hit. Game tied. Duncan delivers, and it's 4-4.
.34th RBI for Chris Duncan, and
crowd on their feet. The 1-2 pitch. Pujols hits it out to deep right field. Is it enough? It's off the wall. Miles on his way to third. They're going to wave him home, and Pujols has done it yet again. This game is tied 6-6.
got to tie it before you can win it. The ball never really appeared that it was going to have enough steam to get over the right field wall. Joe Torre's coaching staff.
A 1-2 pitch. Got him. Good work by Isringhausen. Sends us to the bottom of the 10th. All tied up. Runners now at second base and third. The 0-2 pitch from Wells. Got him. Gets out of the jam and sends us to the bottom of the 14th, tied up. It's 6-6.
What's he going to do in the 14th?
2-2 pitch. Hammered out to left center field. At the track, at the wall, this game is over. Ludwig wins it in the 14th. His fourth is a walk-off home run.
Haven't seen the hop for a while, have we?
And Kip Wells gets a win tonight.
That's great. Maybe that's what Kip needed more than anything. Pitched so well.
Encarnacion hitting cleanup tonight against the left-hander. Encarnacion drives one to right center, and another long run for Beltran, and he won't get this one as it hops on the warning track. Spezio in to score. Encarnacion to second with an RBI double, and the Cardinals grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, Gary, first ball hitting again. Juan Encarnacion would not try to pull in this at bat.
Fastball off. Heilman deflects to Valentine, makes the pickup and bobbles it, and the Cardinals take the lead. The Mets got an enormous break when that ball deflected to Valentine, but he couldn't find the handle, and so St. Louis goes in front 2-1 That run is charged to 2 out. And Ryan lines a base hit to center field, just beyond the reach of the diving Reyes. And the Cardinals add a run. Encarnacion in to score. Miles goes to third. It's a big night for Brendan Ryan. Just his 5th major league start. He scored the go-ahead run, and now he's driven in. He's worked it full against Schoenweiss. In the air to left field. Back goes Leday. Right back at the wall. And it's out of here. Brendan Ryan with his first major league home run. And it gives the Cardinals a 4-3 lead. Well, Schoenweiss was determined not to walk him. And with good reason. Ryan in 4 minor league seasons hit a total of 6 home runs. And now Torres has 2 career saves. Last one was 2 years ago. In the air to right field, that should do it. Encarnacion is there, and the Cardinals win it. So the Mets with a rally in the 9th, didn't have the rally in the 11th, and the Cardinals match 11-inning victories with the Mets and even up the series. Their first win in 5 tries against the Mets this year.
Well, you saw it last season. Even though they have 83 wins, world champions.
Falling off to the third base side, Ross has got to go out and tell him about it.
That's past Encarnacion down the third base line. Roland steams around second. He's going to steam around third, coming to the plate. The throw won't be in time, and the Cardinals lead it 1-0. That rolled right down the line into the nook and cranny of that left field corner. Dunn had to go all the way into the corner.
It was a great breaking ball and could strike him out.
Not this time. That's a solid single to center.
That was a fastball.
Duncan has come up with his 38th run batted into the season. The throw to second not in time. Back is Pujols. And Arroyo loses the opportunity to get a win. Bronson Arroyo pitched brilliantly tonight. That will get through. Pujols had to hold. They're going to send him. Here comes Griffey's throw. It won't be in time, and the Cardinals take the lead.
What inning are we in?
It is the Bermuda Triangle 8 for the Reds. Make it a 2-run ball game. Molina comes up with the 5th hit of the inning. The Cardinals now have 11 hits. Jerry Narron has brought in his rookie bullpenners here in the 8th. On the corner, Hatteberg will argue won't do any good because the guy's decision that counts is Jim Wolf, the home plate umpire. So Isringhausen strikes out the side in the 9th. He picks up his first save since a save against the Reds 3.5 weeks ago. And the Cardinals hold on for a 4-2 victory in game 1 of this series. 4 runs, 12 hits for St. Louis, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors in this ball game for the Reds or the Cardinals. 2 hours, 51 minutes worth. Kennedy led off with a walk, and then Bennett doubled. Bouncer, that'll get the run in. Bennett will stop at third as Hopper charges quickly. So it'll be first and third, a base hit by Taguchi.
And that play was made.
Center field hit pretty good. Hopper going back, looking up, and Ryan Ludwig has his 5th homer. And the Cardinals now add a run to their lead. It's 4-2. That's a big time belt.
Well, that's a kid that definitely likes the ball out.
Down to third. It hops over the glove of Encarnacion. Here comes Dunn charging. Throw all the way to the plate. Won't be in time. He kicks away. Bailey backs up. The runners will advance to second and third. In the air, right center field. Hopper going back at the wall, looking up. It is gone. Ludwig's making a career against the Reds. His first career homer came against Cincinnati in June. He's got 2 more here. Well, no asterisk to that one. Wow, what a big-time shot by Duncan, way up, halfway into the seats in right field. And Salmon gets touched for a 2-run homer here in the 6th. And now it's a 10-6 Cardinal lead.
Well, that is a big time.
1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up. Pujols back. Who'll take charge? Albert does. Got it, and that'll do it. So the Reds go to another game 3 of the series, tied at 1-1, unable to win it. They are 4-12 in final games of a series with a chance to win a series. And the Cardinals take 2 of 3 here. 11 runs, 14 hits, and an error for St. Louis. For the Reds, 7 runs, 8 hits, and 3.
2 outs, 2 on, and Molina broken bat out to shallow center. Young coming on, drops in for a hit, and Rolen will score, and it's 1-0 Cardinals. Hesitation by Chris Young, and that cost him, and the Cardinals get the first run of the game. A 2-out RBI base hit by Molina, his 15th driven in this season.
Developed that cutter and just had a good quick pace to his game.
2-2 out to right center. Ludwig on the move, dives and makes the play.
And you could see how he and why he was a center fielder earlier.
The 0-1 pitch, and Kennedy grounds it to the right side, off the glove of Hudson, and this game is tied. Ludwig arrives at third base, and Adam Kennedy gets an RBI base hit.
His 13th RBI, Orlando Hudson.
Nobody out. First pitch to Albert. Base hit right side. 1 run is in. Here comes Taguchi. He will score. And Pujols advances to second. He's safe. And the Cardinals have regained the lead. 5-3.
That's a single RBI.
Over at third. First pitch to Duncan. Swing and a drive out to right center field, and is it a trap or a catch?
Trap.
He trapped it, and a run will score. It's a base hit for Duncan, and it's 6-3.
They may have an appeal on this, but the first base umpire is shaking his head. Bob Melvin. You know Burns is always going to dive. He's going to go for.
Ball's behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The next by Lyon is hit down the left field line, has a chance to go, and it is off the wall. 3 runs are going to score. Rolen on his way to third, and he busts this game wide open. It's 11-3. Clears them all. A bases loaded triple for Scott Rolen. 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and the Cardinals take game 1. Flores ends it with a strikeout. Our final tonight, 11-3. Scott Rolen with 4 RBIs. Bases loaded triple. Part of that big 8th inning, and the Cardinals win it 11-3. 2-0 pitch to Connor Jackson. Ground ball left side. Rolen goes to second. That's 1 on to first. Double play. Just what Adam needed. A double play to end the top of the 4th.
And sometimes his style of play is not favored by the Cardinal fan.
Juan drills it out to left field, and this one is gone. Home run, and it took a 3-run shot for Encarnacion. First runs in this game off the bat of Juan Encarnacion, his 6th home run of the season. RBIs 24, 25, and 26.
Now that style of play is favored by the Cardinal fans. The next 2 or 3 seasons started. Here's a double play.
That could be number 4. It is. 4 double plays turned by the Cardinals tonight. Started by Wainwright. Montero homered last night. Bases are loaded. A 1-0 pitch. Ground ball. This could be 2. Miles to second. On to first. The Cardinals turn 5 double plays, and they win it 3-2. How about that?
Well, as you said, it was kind of the theme of this game was double plays, and why not hit the 5th one and end this ball game? It's a good, another very, very special win for the Cardinals.
And they take 3 of 4. Wainwright picks up the win. Springer a hold. Reaches for it, and that is a fair ball into right. Ryan will score. They will hold up Ludwig, and Pujols gets the Cardinals on the board here in the first. 3 consecutive hits against Zito to start the game. Nice piece of hitting by Pujols. 2-2 pitch. Ryan out to center field, and it's going to drop in for a hit and get past Roberts. Miles will score easily. Ryan on his way to third, and it's 3-0 Cardinals.
Base hit and 2-base error by the center fielder, and we just talked about that speed.
Ludwig rips it down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Ryan will score, and Ryan Ludwig on his way to second base. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back doubles for Ludwig. He's now at 21 RBIs. 5 spots, and Carpenter will be back probably towards the end of the month.
Duncan hits it down the right field line. It is fair. 1 hops off the wall. 2 runs are going to score. They're going to hold up Scott Rowland, and Duncan makes it 6-0 St. Louis. And that might be it for Barry Zito.
46 RBIs.
2-2 pitch. Back to Isringhausen. This should do it. Cardinals avoid the sweep. 7-0 our final this afternoon. Duncan a big afternoon with 3 RBIs. The Cardinals win it 7-0. Budweiser player of the game is coming up.
Nice bunt. No time at bat. And here is Adam Kennedy. Fly ball, left center. Can anybody catch up to it? No. So Scott Rowland will come in to score. Rowan throws back to second, but too late, and Adam Kennedy has a double into the gap in left center. Nobody can get there. It is 1-0.
That's one of those situations where you have to question the defensive setup, because that was a fly ball. It didn't hit on the.
Obviously, there is still some weakness in his shoulder, and he just can't drive the ball the way he has in the past.
Wow, talking about driving the ball, Adam Wainwright, the pitcher, rips one over the middle, base hit to center. He gets a 2-out RBI hit, his 4th RBI of the year.
John, he's 9 for 28 now. He was 8 for 27 coming in. That was kind of an insurance run, so he's not going to try to go that way this time.
This one is way back there and out of here. Albert Pujols with a 2-run shot to the deepest part of the yard. And it is 5-0 St. Louis. And he has homered in each game of this series 3 straight days.
And he'd gone like 22 games or something without a home run before, just before the All-Star break. But again, you can feel Albert Pujols. He was going here.
There's 22 games without one. That ball is ripped to deep right center by Duncan. It's gone on consecutive pitches. Pujols and Duncan go out of the yard, and it is 6-0 St. Louis. Chris Duncan with his 17th home run of the year.
Albert Pujols hit a changeup. Duncan hits a fastball. Let's take a look on the nationwide K-zone.
Going 22 games and 77 at bats without any at all. Oh man. What do you think, Joe? This one going to make it?
Yes.
A long home run for Albert Pujols again, his 4th of the weekend, and here he comes. Almost as if to underscore the guy who didn't hit in the All-Star game. What could have happened in that All-Star game?
Well, he got behind 0-2 because he wanted to take a couple of looks at a couple of pitches. I don't think he will. And National League umpire.
Encarnacion crushes one. Gone! A home run. A line drive into the bleachers. And it is 8-0 Cardinals. The 4th home run of the night for the Cardinals.
And man, they're hitting it hard. That was a hanging breaking ball. And then Encarnacion hit a line drive. But again, you know, this ballpark really gets your adrenaline flowing, because you know if you hit it good, just a line drive and trying to get Shag into the Hall of Fame for a long period of time. He's been pushing.
That ball is hit high, way back there in the right field. Another home run. Adam Kennedy with his first home run as a Cardinal, and it was a big fly, way out of here. The 5th home run of the night for the Cardinals, the 3rd in this inning, and it is 9-0.
Now, we saw 4 in a row earlier in Boston this year.
Not necessarily best player of the year, the best performer. That's deep into center. Man. Rowan's going way back. A home run! Ryan Ludwig with a pinch hit homer, and the Cardinals have hit 6 home runs. That is the most they've hit in a game this year. Now, Joe, that must be a pretty good wind blowing out the center. That ball just took off.
Well, the flags are leaning that way. They're not really blowing that hard, John. But
3-2 to Howard. Utley at second. He struck him out with a changeup, and the ball game is over. Phillies are hitting the road. The Cardinals road trip continues. They got a big win, one they badly needed. We'll see you next Sunday. The ESPYs are up next. Now for Joe Morgan and Peter Gammons, this is John Miller. Thanks for tuning in, and good night from Philadelphia.
For kids.com, you can see the prizes. There's a shot to right and deep and gone. Goodness. Chris Duncan.
Well, I was just about to say, throughout all the injuries and some of the problems the Cardinals have had, one of the consistents and one of the steady guys has been the 26-year-old Chris Duncan, who has all of a sudden found consistency, found some power. He's the order.
Ground ball into left field, and the Cardinals have reclaimed the lead.
Well, Tony La Russa gave Bennett the green light on that 3-0 pitch. Knew that he was going to get a fastball, knew that the pitcher was hitting behind him, and Bennett came through.
Now, the Parkland Golf Club experience was golf for 3 with Tommy. That ball shot to right field and deep. Hermida back wall, and it's gone. Adam Kennedy has homered for the Cardinals, just his 2nd of the season.
Well, he's a guy who doesn't hit a lot of home runs. He certainly made his presence known.
Hanley hits it hard. This ball game and this auction are over. The St. Louis Cardinals come in and capture game 1, and they do it impressively with Braden Looper, the former Marlin, Jason Isringhausen closing the door, and the Cardinals being
staff. They'll tell you differently.
Oh, absolutely. Hit hard and fair down the left field line, and that wild pitch is going to be costly because Taguchi's coming in, and Pujols has banged out an RBI double.
Well, Cardinal fans can rest easy. Albert Pujols is back on in his delivery.
Encarnacion, that's a fair ball. And Pujols around third. Here's the throw to second, and a sliding double for Encarnacion. And a 2-0 lead for the Cardinals. 3 consecutive. Taguchi down the right field line, and that's real trouble. Miles will score. Ryan will score. Eckstein will hold at third. And the Cardinals have themselves 2 more runs. Taguchi's got a pair of hits.
Well, he has missed
7 pitches. Line shot, base hit, right field. Hermida over to get it. 1 run will score. Here comes Taguchi. He's going to score. And just like that, the Cardinals have a 6-0 lead.
Well, we talked about it last time when Dontrell left the game.
He's on pace to pull a Brian Kingman and lose 20. But Olivo comes out of his shoes and swings and misses. And the ball game belongs to 30-year-old Kip Wells as he shuts down the Marlins. 8 innings, 2 hits, no runs. And Wells gets the win. He's now 4-12.
Like trying to sneak a sunrise past a rooster. Former big leaguer Kurt Simmons and trying to sneak that one past Pujols. No chance. Gone, tied at 1. Albert Pujols gets into one. It's his 21st in a 1-1 game.
His last time up, Chuck.
Here too. A gorgeous night. Breaking ball, and that's looped into left. Base hit. Pujols around third. Harris throw to the plate, and it is too late. And it kicks off the umpire to the backstop. Soriano picking it up as Encarnacion finds third. Cardinals up 2-1.
Throw some people out too.
And that's ripped to right. Francoeur plays it on a bounce. Encarnacion in, and it's a 3-1 game. And the second half struggles continue for Rafael Soriano. Two hole. Left field. Taguchi going back. Got a play on it. Makes the grab. That's the ball game. Jason Isringhausen closes it down, and the Cardinals have taken game 2 of this 4-game set. 4-2 our final. Adam Wainwright, great work tonight here pitching at Turner Field. So the Cards win this one 4-2. We'll come back, wrap it up, and bring our player. The
old slugger Albert Pujols. 1-1 the count.
See where he's set up.
That one is hit well, but well enough. That's a home run off the glove of Harris, and then over the wall for a home run. And this game is tied. Harris just got the glove on it, but it deflected off the glove and over the wall. That back wall is several feet behind the yellow line and the wall that's in play, and it hit off that back wall and ricocheted back on the field. But Albert Pujols has tied the game with a home run
in this game.
That one is hit well. Deep down the line. It is hooking. It is gone. A home run. Skip Schumacher kept that one fair. And the Cardinals have a 4-2 lead in the 10th.
Well, that's why you don't bunt.
His second home run this year in his 89th at bat.
Well, the key there was he got the front arm extended because he kept that ball fair.
It did. Hitters coming up in the last of the 10th. High in the air along the left field line into the corner. Harris at the wall. Goodbye. Scott Rowland in his first game back after missing 4 with those shoulder miseries. Hits only his 5th home run of the year, and that breaks it wide open. And for one of the few times this year, Scott Rowland reminding you of the Scott Rowland we've seen so often in the past. 2-2. He struck him out. The ball game is over. 2 powerful innings from Jason Isringhausen, and he gets the win, retiring 6 in a row, 4 on strikeouts.
Rolen hits one to left field. I bet that felt good. 1-0 St. Louis.
Hit a home run on Sunday after game.
It was 0-2 on Chris Duncan. Now the 2-2 pitch. Hit high in the air to right. Back is Floyd, still going. It is gone. Grand slam, 6-0. Pujols flies one into deep right center. Back is Jones at the wall to wave goodbye. 3-run home run. 10-1 Cardinals on top.
Well, Albert had his chances earlier in the game. He was hit by a pitch with his umpiring today.
Hard hit. Game over. Ryan stabs it, and the Cardinals win it 11-1. Eckstein, the table setter and the tone setter for the Cardinals tonight. A 10-run victory for the Cardinals.
So he'll wait 2 strikes, looking for 1 pitch. That one.
And that's a base hit inside the first base line. Looper being waved in. He will score, and the Cardinals get on the board. Eckstein, the RBI, his 17th, and it's 3-1, and still nobody out. Two balls, no strikes. Runners at the corners for Taguchi. Up the middle, that's a base hit. And the lead is cut to 3-2. Two-one pitch to Pujols. Ground ball past the shortstop. Eckstein being waved in. The throw from left field is cut off, and this game is tied. Pujols ties it up, and it's 3-3. That's 5 consecutive singles here in the bottom of the 5th for the Cardinals.
You can see how frustrating it can be.
First and second, 3-3 game here in the 5th. First pitch to Juan. Line drive into right. That's a base hit. Taguchi being waved in. The throw by Giles is cut off, and the Cardinals have their first lead of the night. It's 4-3. Not much of a throw there either.
On Blum, it looked like very little anticipation that there'd be an opportunity.
And Scott Rolen hits it high in the air out to deep left field. This ball is at the wall, and it's gone. A 3-run homer for Scott Rolen. Seven consecutive base hits to start the 5th for the Cardinals.
3rd home run since the injection to Scott Rolen's left shoulder.
7 consecutive hits. That knocks out David Wells, and Lundwick hits it high in the air out to right center field. Cameron back, looks up, and it's gone. And the Cardinals go back-to-back. 8-3 St. Louis. Having some fun now.
Welcome back to the big leagues for Mike Thompson. You see how much Jim Edmonds and group.
2 down in the 9th. All 10 runs in the 5th for Tony La Russa's team. Now here's Rolen. Picks it up, goes to second, and there's your ball game. Cardinals Cardinals win it here tonight, and Dusty Baker, a good win for Tony La Russa's team, but a fifth inning, you don't see him like that very often.
No, you don't see him like that very often, but also, you know what they say, that the winning team usually scores more runs in one inning than the other team does the rest of the ball game. And this is a prime example of that. 10 runs in the
left center.
Walked his first time up, back in the second. 2 outs, 2 on, and Molina picks up the base hit. That's into right field. Roland scores. Duncan is held up at third, and it's 1-0 St. Louis. RBI base hit for Yadier Molina, and that's the first 2-out RBI hit for either side in this series.
4-9. Really, if you look at the first 4 in the order, no hits.
And Keel out to deep right field, has a chance to leave the ballpark. It's gone! A 3-run shot for Rick Ankiel back in the major leagues. Remarkable. 5-0 St. Louis. Remarkable.
And nobody's happier than Tony La Russa. And these fans are pretty happy along with him. His teammates are happy, but that's the thing. You make your pitches, you got a chance to get him out. You make a mistake, he's got that raw power, and he's going to get his first curtain call.
And a ground ball hit to second. This will do it. The Cardinals win it. They take 3 of 4, a shutout on the night when Rick Ankiel returns to the major leagues as an outfielder. Ankiel, a 3-run homer. Cardinals take 3 of 4, and our final tonight, St. Louis 5, the Padres nothing. Budweiser player of the game. Who might that be? It's coming up next.
2 balls and no strikes. A long one to left. Way back. It is gone. Home run number 10. 3-0 St. Louis.
Big Maclan has not had a lot of action in 2007.
Milwaukee pitcher. Conley might have been one of the first.
He was one of the first. And of course, we mentioned Chuck Connors in the hole. Another RBI for Ludwig, his 4th of the day, as Ankiel comes home. Albert stops at second.
Well, you just can't say enough for these youngsters that have come on the scene for the Cardinals this year. They have kept them young. What his strategy is.
Hot shot gets past Martinez.
I'm surprised he gave him that good a pitch
scores. Bennett stops at second. Miles picks up his 21st RBI of the season. And I'm surprised he gave a shot that he could hit.
Ball here. Oh yeah.
And it's in the hole and left. Waving Bennett home. And he is home with another run for the Birds. And Reyes gets his first RBI.
It figured you're going to throw the pitcher back.
As flat as could be. No pop, no energy on the base pass.
Here's one into left, going back. Gonzalez, back, gone! Oh, these kids have put some life into this club, haven't they?
Hey, not bad power out of the 9th spot in your lineup.
Popped up. Eckstein will take it. and the Cardinals win it 12-2. 12-18-0 for St. Louis, 2-9-0 for Los Angeles. Reyes gets the win. Hendrickson the loss. Back with more in a moment.
2-2 to Yachty. Swing and a long one out to left field, and the Cardinals have the lead. 1-0 St. Louis. Long home run off the bat of Molina.
He had not hit a home run until he faced Marquis back in April 27th. So Duncan got him in July. Molina.
And Molina cranks one out to deep left field. His second home run in this game. A 2-run shot. It's the Yadier Molina show here in Milwaukee. 3-0 Cardinals. Second home run of the day.
Dan, I was looking at Molina when in the clubhouse when we arrived on the bus, and he was already there, and he looked like he was asleep.
And a 1-2 pitch. Eckstein drills it down the left field line. That's trouble. One hops off the wall. 1 run in. Here comes another. They're going to try to clear the bases. Relay to the plate. Not in time, and his hand sneaks in there as Miller dropped the ball. All 3 runs score. Eckstein delivers, clears them. 6-0 St. Louis.
And it looked like Rick Ankiel got stuck a little bit short, and they'd had him nailed at the plate, but Miller drops the ball, and then he just reaches in with his hand and touches.
And a swing and a miss. The Cardinals come to Milwaukee and sweep the Brewers. 2.5 games out. 2 games below 500 now. 8-0 the final. And Chicago, here we come. Budweiser Player of the Game is coming up next.
Now Wainwright's going to work out of the stretch. And it's over. He went as far as he could go, and Wainwright wins that last battle, no score.
Third on the all-time managerial list.
That's hammered down the line, and there's another one for Albert. 4 straight games with a home run. It's 2-1.
Of Albert's last 13 home runs have been solo shots, and 11 of his last 13.
Molina with a base hit to right. Here comes Encarnacion. Throw home. Game tied. Benitez not backing up, and Molina's going to make it all the way to third. It's 2-2.
You compound, you're mad at your shortstop, you make a careless pitch to the plate, then you compound it by not backing it up. That's just as bad as the 2-base error.
Miles into right center field, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Ludwig hits it in the air to left. Back at the wall. Ludwig, home run. Cardinals lead by 3.
That's why we say that Ryan Ludwig has really been one of those guys that, you know, put a little charge in this team.
That's it for Benitez.
Couldn't over.
In the air to right center field. Edmonds is there, and the Cardinals win it 5-2. And the exhale from Jason Isringhausen, who shuts it down after the Cardinals come up with big hits from Molina, Miles, and Ludwig in the bottom of the 8th. We'll take a break, come back. 5-2, Cardinals win it. Good start.
Tempted again.
Albert out to deep left field. There is number 30 on its way, and it's out of here into the bullpen. 2-0 St. Louis, and Pujols is limping around the bases, and number 30, an emphatic shot into the Marlins bullpen. 2-0 Cardinals.
We just talked about how a lot of guys make mistakes trying to go in, and they do not go in far enough. You'll see the location or in position to contend once again.
Molina grounded into a double play first time up. This is down the left field line. It hooks, and this ball is fair. Home run for Yadier Molina. His 4th on the year. Back to a 2-run lead, and it's 3-1 St. Louis. Hook that baby right down the line.
He had his first multi-hit game in Milwaukee. He hits another one here. He got 2 hits in an inning, but no walks to compound it.
The 0-1 pitch. Molina hits it into left center field, and this game is tied. Yadier does it again. Now he's digging for 2. Molina delivers with the double. It's 4-4.
And he played over into right center, so a long run for the center fielder. And Molina gets himself out in scoring position.
Remember, talked about the youth on both sides. Could Brendan Ryan be a hero tonight? Edmonds into deep right center field. At the track, it's at the wall. It's out of here. It's out of here. Home run for Edmonds. Oh, Jimmy with number 9. And it's 6-4 Cardinals.
You tie it up, you might as well win it. And this club has something to play for. They're playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of confidence.
The 3-2 in the air to center field. This will do it. The Cardinals have taken the first 2, and they win it 6-4. Cardinals get home runs tonight from Pujols, Molina, and the big one from Jim Edmonds. Player of the game is coming up next. 6-4, our final from Busch.
Ability to spot it on both sides of the plate.
Edmonds rips it fair. Pujols around second. Ball into the corner. Dug out by Griffey. He can't get to it. Pujols being waved in. He will score. And Edmonds will be tagged out. And his knee buckled, it looked like, at second base. Trying to get back. Run will score as Edmonds, the best events in town, right around Christmas. And Molina hits it out to deep left field. And this ball is out of here. Into the bullpen it goes. Yadier with a 2-run shot, and it's 4-3.
Yadier has raised his batting average better than 25 points this month. And he's showing a lot of power. A lot of guys pulling for him, a lot of people pulling for him,
and Keel hits it in the air out to right center field. This is going to be trouble. This ball is gone. It's out of here. It's a grand slam. Out of here. And Keel delivers with home run number 5. And the Cardinals have their first lead of the night. Another magical moment supplied by Rick and Keel.
You throw something off speed and you get it in an area where he can handle it, he's got a chance to do what he just did. His 5th home run, his 1st grand slam. He's got 14 RBIs. He's got about a half dozen.
Wager, it was about a shaved head, I believe, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And you doctor the tape is what you did.
No.
That's a base hit into right. They're going to wave in Miles. Throw by Griffey to the plate. Not in time, and Franklin drives in a run. How do you like that? A little bit of everything tonight. That makes it 8-4. Out to left center field. Slicing to Edmonds. He's got it. The Cardinals win it. 8-5. And Rick Ankiel hits a grand slam tonight in game 1 of this series.
Could come from behind win, Dan.
Sure was. Bullpen, another story tonight. Rick Ankiel, though, will be the one that grabs the headlines as he hits another home run this evening. Ankiel with home run number 5.
And Tony sees
himself out like that time and time again.
Molina, center field. Back is Hamilton looking up. Guess what? Yadi Molina's done it again. 2nd homer in 2 nights, 6th homer of the year. 3rd homer of the year against Cincinnati. We're tied at 1. The bag and was kind of off balance as he made his throw. Edmonds, left center field, done, going back, looking up at the wall. It's off the wall. Ankiel scores. Here comes the runner around 3rd. He'll score. And Jim Edmonds has delivered a 2-run double, and the Cardinals lead it 4-2. Here's the 3-1 with a runner on 3rd. That's slapped right back through the middle. That run will be charged to DeMattre. So the 5th run, the book closed on DeMattre. 4 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs. 2 strikeouts, a hit batter, and a 1 walk.
Well, for Phil DeMattre, all that means is 1 more earning.
Ankiel hit his 1st career grand slam. This one left center field. It'll drop for a hit. 2 runs are going to score. Ankiel jets into 2nd, and he's safe with a double. 2 singles and a double. 3 more hits for Rick Ankiel. 2 runs score, and the Cardinals lead it 7-2. Left center field, hanging up there. There goes Taguchi. He got it. For the Redbirds against the Reds. 11 runs, 13 hits, and an error for the Cardinals. 3-9-2 for Cincinnati. More to talk about when we return to the new Busch Stadium after these messages. Here are the final numbers.
I mentioned this before. I'm assuming, Tony, as this is ripped out to left center field, this game is tied up. Molina on his way to 3rd. Schumacher scores the Cardinals' 1st run, and it's 1-1. Another 2-out RBI base hit, this time from Wainwright.
His
swing and a miss. Strikeout of Burrow. One on its way. Rowan. Good play by Eckstein. That saves a run. Cardinals back on offense. Man at 3rd, only 1 out. The Phillies twice and popped out. And a diving stop by Spezio, and the Cardinals keep it tied. It's 1-1. That saves 2 runs. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and he got him. Worth flings the bat.
by Molina on bobblehead night.
Molina, chopper, base hit. Runner being waved in. He will score. It's his night. A bobblehead night for Yadier Molina and a game winner. Cardinals win it 2-1 in 10.